What is going on, guys? How are you doing? It is Louis from 100% Chelsea here to review the first set of games in Group D between Croatia and Turkey and Spain and the Czech Republic. And what can I say? They were two pretty decent games, but there's only one place to start, and that would be the Luka Modric goal. Oh my God, what a finish that was. That was absolutely insane. The technique that he had, and for me, that whatever else happens, I feel that will be the goal of the tournament. Probably closely followed by Pique. I'm really sorry, Nicky, but you know, I think Modric has just got the edge there. I mean, the way it just dropped down and he smashed it home. The keeper could have done more, granted, but you know, you can't take anything away from Modric. It was a superb finish. It was a closely contested game between the two nations. You know, I feel there's obviously a rivalry there from Euro 2008, the fact that the Turks knocked out Croatia on that superb run they had, and then obviously Croatia booked their place at Euro 2012 by beating the Turks. So, you know, there's obviously a bit of a rivalry there, and it was shown in this game. There was, you know, a big sense there was a sense of feistiness in that game. I feel that, you know, they were really going for each other. There was little niggles. It was end-to-end stuff, and you know, it was really, really good. But the thing for the Turks where they fall down for me is I feel they obviously haven't got a lot of players that start regularly for their team. You've got Burak Yilmaz, who's being kept out of the Fenerbahce side by Mario Gomez, who's been banging them in Turkey. You've got Topal, who plays for Leverkusen, he's been kept out of the side. Çalhanoğlu. You've got players there, but a lot of them being kept out of the side. The most obvious one being Arda Turan, who's, you know, barely started for Barcelona when he was a regular at Atletico Madrid. So, you know, obviously it's going to be a difficult move for him. But, you know, I feel the Turks played well in this game, but they were just outclassed by a very, very, very good Croatian team. I mean, that midfield, you've got Luka Modric, you've got Rakitic, and then at the back you've got Luka, who's fairly solid considering he had his head, you know, blood pouring out of his head that whole game. Up front you've got Mandzukic, and then at right back you've got the captain, the leader, and, you know, good luck to him, Cerna, whose dad unfortunately passed away during the Turkey game, and you know, for him that was obviously very, very difficult when he heard the news after the game had finished, and that's very sad news, and I hope him and his family are very well. Moving on to the next game, we had Spain versus the Czech Republic in what was a very good defensive display by the Czechs. Obviously you had Petr Cech at the back, who was stopping, you know, the insane amount of Spanish attempts there were. The Spanish dominated possession in the game. They kept hold of the ball, they passed it about, they're attacking very well, and Czech kept the Czech Republic in the game. I feel they put in a fairly solid display. For me, before the tournament, I felt the Czech Republic, potentially Austria as well, were dark horses. After this though, I'm looking at it and I'm feeling they seemed pretty solid at the back, but going forward, I just don't feel they have the edge. So that's me, you know, ruling them out for dark horses. Plus, in that group, it's going to be very hard for them to get out of it. But they were broken down eventually by the Spanish with a Gerard Pique header in the 87th minute. What can I say? The Spanish deserved the goal, and that's all there is to say about it, really. They played well. They're moving the ball about like the Spanish do. For me, I still don't see them winning the tournament after the last World Cup. But we're going to have to see what happens. But that has been your roundup for the Group D fixtures. Both fixtures ended in a 1-0 win for Croatia and Spain respectively, and that leaves the two tied on points in first and second in the group, with Turkey and Czech Republic lagging behind, both on no points whatsoever. Let's see what happens in the next round of fixtures for Group D. I will see you then. Take care, subscribe to Ball Street, and I will see you next time.